Gamescom 2019 has brought us many news regarding Shenmue 3. There we had the opportunity to have a new interview with Cédric Biscay of Shibuya Productions. As you know, Cédric is one of the architects responsible for making Shenmue 3 a reality. The game is about to be released, so this is the best time to chat with him again. Cédric, as a producer, told us many things in the interview, not only about Ryo Suzuki and Shenmue 3, but also he dealt with many interesting topics. What are his feelings now that the development is coming to an end? What are the chances to have a possible Shenmue 4 in the future? Those questions and many more are what all fans are thinking about, so we couldn't help asking.
Hi, Cédric.
Hi.
Thank you so much for attending us again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, gracias.
We're twins today,
Yes, that's a famous, Shenmue 3 shirts. You know, that's the first time that SEGA accept to make this kind of T-shirt for, it's because it was very small quantity. We made it for Magic
it's a special edition for Magic.
Yes, and SEGA did it for Shibuya production.
Wow.
It's a special move. And also, of course, it's thanks to Ryo Suzuki. But
I didn't know.
It's very rare.
It's very special.
It's very rare and special for sure.
Special.
Yeah, because both you have Shenmue 3 and also special approval from SEGA, so it means very limited.
Okay.
Please don't sell it on eBay.
We are here in Gamescom again, and it's 3 months now before Shenmue 3 will be on sale. Yeah. What feelings do you have right now regarding this wonderful project?
My first feeling is really easy to understand. I'm just happy. I'm just happy because it started in 2015 officially for the public, and of course a lot of work before. And now we are so near. So yes, I'm very happy, and I can see the people very happy too. So yes, that's exciting.
We will not just talk about Shenmue. What can you anticipate about Magic Kyoto? We visited the event last year and we love it. This edition is going to change the location, is that right?
Yes, it will be the second edition of Magic Kyoto. This year it will take place at Kyoto Theater, Rome Theater. So it's a bigger place than last year. And we hope, of course, we will have a success there, but it means that the Magic Kyoto is improving and getting bigger and bigger. So yes, I'm also very excited about this because it's so rare to have to create an event in Japan when you are a European guy. Because we promote manga, comics, anime, video games. It's Japanese culture, but we are foreigners, so we are so happy about that.
You have stated that your role in the development of Shenmue 3 has been frequently interacting with Ryo Suzuki directly. Can you tell us some anecdote of your visit to EastNet where your son showed you the progress of the game?
Yeah, I have many things, but I don't want to give too much secret, but something really fun because it's always the same situation for me. It happened many times when I visit him. I just don't want to give him back the pad. So I just play, and I want to continue to play. And he said, but you are here just for seeing it. And no, I play. I'm very happy to play this. I want to finish.
You forget and you want to play, no?
Yeah. I forget he's in the room, Okay, I just play, sorry. Sorry about you.
Maybe you have a mixed feelings with the arrival of Deep Silver to the project. On one hand, Shenmue 3 acquired major budget, marketing and distribution funds. But on the other hand, maybe you and your studio lost some control. How you handle that?
I think there is no problem with Deep Silver. A game like Shenmue 3 and every game need a publisher, and Shibuya Production is not a publisher, so the role of Deep Silver is to be publisher. So we didn't lose any control. We are producer of the game, so it means we just have to take care about the previous financement and the promotion, this kind of thing, and so that's okay. We are happy to collaborate, and we are here in Gamescom, and there is some promotion from them. So that's their role. They have to promote the game. I hope they can do well.
Okay. Many of us have the feeling that you have indeed a key element to make Shenmue 3 a reality. Do you think people are aware of this fact? It's like a dream to have achieved something that seemed impossible many years ago?
Of course, yes, I understand. I trust Shenmue before many people today in that business, but my main concern is just to make it happen. So fortunately, we made it happen. Okay, I was here before the beginning because we made it happen. That's true, but I don't mind so much if people don't know about that. I'm co-producer of the game. That's totally crazy things for me. Shibuya production is now well known thanks to Shenmue 3. So that's kind of reward for me. Of course, I receive many good feedback from the people on Twitter or in Gamescom in some event, and they say thank you very much for Shenmue 3. I'm so happy, but for Shenmue 3 happened because of Ryo Suzuki, because of SEGA, also the help of Sony.
Because
we don't have to miss Sony, and of course because of the community. Of course, I'm inside.
The community.
Yes, I'm inside. So, yes, I participate.
I think so. We're interested in Blitz, the manga you made with the collaboration of Garry Kasparov. How was your input as a writer? Will be there any possibility of publishing it in Spanish or other language, maybe?
Yeah, so Blitz is an amazing story. I'm a big fan of manga, and one of my dreams, because I have many dreams, but one of my dreams was to make a manga. Honestly, I didn't think I can do it. But I really wanted to create a story concerning chess. And when Garry Kasparov said okay to me, it was totally crazy. And he accepted my script and everything. And after that, of course, I improved all the things. So I think I'm able to create a story that the people will like as a shonen story, that type of manga thing, because I'm just a big fan. And of course, you don't necessarily to be a fan in order to make the things, but I really want to make manga, so I hope Blitz will be appreciated by people. At first, we will publish in France and Japan. And of course, if a publisher is interested in Spain, I would be more than happy to publish in Spain. I'm very stressed for Blitz because I'm the author. One of the authors, because I work with a Japanese manga artist, of course. That's why I have some stress. In Shenmue 3, I have no stress because the stress is on Ryo Suzuki. He's the creator, and he cannot disappoint the fans. On Blitz, it's different. I'm the guy who created the things, so I really hope that the people will like it.
A long time ago, martial arts were bad, but humans are interesting creatures. They practiced in secret, away from prying eyes, and became stronger. One even practiced atop this very boat. Trent survived the ban and was passed on in this way.
You usually have shown very moderate attitude, but what do you think about all the criticism Shenmue 3 has received during his development? Do you think that some fans might have gone too far sometimes? Or even the fact that some media might have used the relevance of the game for their own interests?
That's a very difficult question because I cannot blame the people who don't understand about Shenmue. I mean, if you have never played Shenmue and you see Shenmue 3, okay, it doesn't look like Red Dead Redemption 2. I think that's normal because the game I just talked about is one of the most expensive in the market.
So different.
But if you like Shenmue and if you understand the universe of Shenmue and you play at least the kind of remake we had of Shenmue 1 and 2, I think you have to like this game because that's what we were waiting for. Yes. And I play Shenmue 3 since a long time now, and the game has improved a lot. And I think now we have a real good game. I think I could not understand the criticism from the people who understand Shenmue. And also for the press, I think Gamescom this year is the first time that the press can really try Shenmue 3. I mean, enough time.
More time.
Yes, more time. You need time for Shenmue 3. It's not an arcade game.
It's different kind of game.
Yes, and it's an adventure game with a real script, a real adventure. It's not everything in the graphics, so that's important to give the chance for Shenmue.
For try the experience.
Yes. But according to my experience, I'm of course on the social network, etc. There is not that much criticism. Of course, most of the people are happy, but there is some people that are not, and we always hear more criticism than the positive things. So, and even myself, I'm interested to hear the feedback from everyone.
Toulouse Game Show 11 saw the return of Suzuki to the spotlight after a few years without any public appearances. Tell us a bit how that Ryo Suzuki masterclass came to fruition and how much of a foundation stone did that set to what became the future of Shenmue.
I really wanted to bring back Ryo Suzuki in the game, the public appearance. So he immediately accepted my invitation. And as far as I remember, Toulouse Game Show was really fun because we talked about his career, but we also organized a kind of fighting game between him and Harada Katsuhiro.
I remember the pictures
from Tekken. And it was great to see those guys play Virtua Fighter and Tekken. That was the first time Ryo Suzuki met Katsuhiro Harada.
That
was the first time.
What's the first time?
And I cannot say that this event was important in order to make Shenmue. Of course, Shenmue 3. Of course, we discussed about Shenmue 3, but nothing was possible at the time. So the possibility to make Shenmue 3 was later. Later.
Your interest in Japan is well known, regarding mangas, video games, and other artistic variants of his country's culture. Was Shenmue the main element that aroused that fascination in yourself, or did that come from before?
I love Japan because of animation and video games. So I love Japan before Shenmue, because it was thanks to Dragon Ball and this kind of stuff, and all the video games also. But it includes Ryo Suzuki games like Outrun and many others.
Before Shenmue,
Yes. So all the contents I liked were from Japan. So that's why I decided to do something with Japan. It was just thanks to that industry that I started to go to Japan, and after that I understood that there is a possibility to make something with Japan because it's not easy to interact with Japanese people, especially more than 20 years ago. After that, Shenmue was something big for me. I already explained about that in other interview, but instead of going to the university, I played Shenmue in Japanese language, and I don't understand the Japanese language. So I was with my Dreamcast and
trying to figure it out.
Try to get out of everything. You guys always complain since the end of Shenmue 2 that you cannot go out of the cave, but at that time I was trying to go out of everything by myself, just to understand.
In our own cave, no?
Yes, the game was a cave for me,
All the game, no? This is asked from a theoretical point of view only. Will it be most appropriate to start developing Shenmue 4 right after the third chapter is released? You have the team already assembled and also the necessary experience and assets, so maybe it will be best to start the next installment as soon as possible, right?
So, I'm not supposed to talk about that, so let me be very neutral. But it's very clear that if you have the third installment of a game and you plan to do a fourth installment of the game, you have to keep your staff. You have to keep your team, so you need to start as soon as possible. Otherwise, the team needs to work on other projects, and you leave, and they leave. So you miss the opportunity to make the new game. So of course, you have my answer.
Let's hope.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Ryo Suzuki.
Shenmue 3 seemed to appear from nowhere at E3 2015. But I suppose there was a lot of previous background work within Shibuya production that weren't aware of. One of could have taken many years. Can you give us more details about that process?
Of course, we worked a lot before the E3. A long time before the E3, and I want to let Ryo Suzuki talk about that. But what I can say to you is we really started the business things from the GTC 1 year before. But before that, we had a lot of discussion on Shenmue 3, of course. But at the time we had to convince the people. I mean, Sega. We had the discussion with Sony. Because people never talk so much about Sony, and I think Sony was a really good help. Because make the announcement on the Sony stage at E3 was so great. Yeah. Of course, Sony was also happy because it was great to have Shenmue 3 showcasing there. But I think it was a good opportunity both for Sony and for Shenmue 3 to be there. So yes, it came from nowhere, but on the main stage. So it was nice.
Dude, this is a crazy conference.
You have always stated being a Shenmue fan, at first who has moved to the other side. But still you always wanted to keep some of your fan point of view. Do you think it's difficult when we are so deep inside the industry to keep that somewhat romantic vision? What have you learned from that transition?
I'm someone professional, so of course I'm a fan of Shenmue, but I'm able to switch off that fun part when I have to deal with the game as a president of Shibuya production or as a producer of the game. But of course, as a fan, I'm totally spoiled. Yeah. So I think I cannot enjoy Shenmue 3
the way that a regular fan.
Yes, because I know everything since many years now.
All the script, all the future.
Yes, and also I played. I finished the game.
I wanted.
Yeah. But that's fine, because I'm so happy to be a part of that history. Because make Shenmue 3 finally, I'm very humble guy, but I do understand that Shenmue 3 is a part of the history of video games, and I'm a part of Shenmue 3, so that's really nice.
It's a reality. Yeah.
So even if I lose the opportunity to enjoy the game as a normal player, I think I got a really nice reward because, as I said previously, many people are so happy about the fact that we brought Shenmue 3, and I have thanks message every day. And when I go to an event, people come and say thank you very much. That's so great what you did, extra. I say, wow, okay, that's nothing, but I'm Japanese in that kind of situation. I don't want to put too much myself in the center. For example, in the social network, I have to retweet and do the tweet something, but I do it for the promotion of Shenmue 3. Yeah. I'm not good for doing that for myself.
Shibuya started as an event organization, and in the last years, it has burst into a video game, film, and TV production company. These include projects like the indie Spanish documentary Unhearted South Hill, or anime projects like the Astro Boy reboot. What's in the future for Shibuya, and how do you keep so many ongoing productions and co-productions?
That's true that Shibuya production, we only have 5 years of existence.
Yeah, it's not so many.
We celebrated the 5th anniversary in July, and we are in Monaco. So it's really rare and unique. So
I think so.
So yes, we have a lot of projects. Including in the video game industry, because we are the co-producer of the Twin Mirror, the game from Dontnod. It's a really big topic for us, and we will, of course, give some news on that game before the end of this year. So many fans are waiting for this. So I'm really happy because right after Shenmue 3, we have a big game again to
promote,
work on.
to
So
work
yes,
with.
that's really cool.
It's not only Shenmue 3.
Yes, not only Shenmue 3,
people
and
know.
we continue to work on that industry. And of course, we will continue also other projects in animation, in manga, and various
So many
things.
fields, so many.
Yeah. We have many fields.
Yeah.
And also, we want to develop Magic. It's in Monaco and in Kyoto, but we have some requests from China and other countries.
Wow.
So yes, we continue. We are. I cannot say small company, but we are a new company, young company, and we want to develop
to
the
continue,
things.
yeah.
But in the right way. If possible, I want to do the things I like, and it's a real luxury
Yeah, I
to
think
make
so.
business with the things you like.
I am
and
here.
I want to please the fans and the people. When I do something, I want the people to be happy. And of course, it's impossible to have 100% people happy.
Yeah.
But as far as I can, I want to make the thing in the right way. So I don't want to betray an author or a masterpiece or something. So I want to make the thing in the right way. And hopefully, if we can save new games, that like we did with Shenmue 3,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
Let's try to save some games.
Glad to hear it. To conclude this interview, it's so fast for me. In addition to reiterating our gratitude, we would like to ask you what would you want to say as conclusion and some final words from you. Would you like, I don't know, Shenmue 3 or another topics?
No, what I want is, first I want to thank you. You and
Gracias.
also the community of Shenmue, because I repeat that every time, but I need to do it because otherwise nobody does. But without your involvement, there is no Shenmue 3, I think, because of course there is the Kickstarter, but there is also the follow-up and the communication and the promotion since day one. And I can see all the communities. I don't want to give any name of the community website because I will
It's
miss
not
one.
necessary,
So
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to think,
There's the
why he didn't mention about me. But all the websites and all the community are really great. And every time when I visit some events, I have interview like here, and it's really nice to see how the people are passionate about Shenmue 3, but also about video games in general. And in most of the case, we have the same passion. Because we just like games, but we like games like maybe before. And I don't say new games are not good, but that's not the same industry. Things have changed, and we need to also to change, but in our way.
Sir, the food is great and budget friendly.
You've got to try it. Here. This is a monk fruit, a Guiling specialty. Hey, mister. Let's go to the arcade.
Maybe I should play one.
You idiot. You can still win even if you don't have enough kung fu.
Really?
Hey, is there anywhere you can learn kung fu?
The place where they have all the street fights. I guess you'd call it an arena. I've heard martial artists go there to test their limits.
Don't make me laugh.
I'll be the one to come out on top.
You look like you're from Japan. And your appearance suggests that you're a martial artist.
And you do martial arts?
I do.
Ryo.
This is nothing. I'll be fine.
This 2019 edition of the Gamescom event has been a great experience. it was a real pleasure to attend again one of the most important video game events in the world. Especially taking in mind that it has been very fruitful in terms of content related to Shenmue 3. Several friends of the Shenmue fan community have met there again, as the passion for this series sometimes leads us to travel around different parts of the world. Even Cédric himself, as he confessed, is in part one of us. In addition, Ryo Suzuki was able to attend this year to promote the third Shenmue installment, which is so close to release now. Many Shenmue fans were able to meet him in person the days that the signing session took place. Not only that, but we were very lucky and had the chance to interview him again. Stay tuned for the exclusive interviews that we will publish both in Shenmue Master and SEGA Saturno in the next few days. This year's Gamescom event has truly been a dream come true for us. We had the opportunity to play Shenmue 3 for the first time. At the Deep Silver press booth, we were allowed to try a playable demo for an hour, and we had really good vibes with it. Shenmue 3 is coming, and something tells us that after so many years of struggle, it will be worth the wait.